Have you ever found yourself in the quiet hours of the night, perhaps when the world outside has hushed its relentless demands, feeling an overwhelming sense of weariness? A tiredness that isn't just physical, but settles deep in your bones, in the very core of your spirit. It's the fatigue that comes from constantly striving, from chasing an elusive finish line, from the unspoken pressure to always be winning. We live in a world that applauds victory, glorifies success, and often, without meaning to, subtly diminishes anything less. We are taught to aim for the top, to conquer, to achieve. And when we don't, when our efforts don't culminate in the expected triumph, a quiet shame can begin to fester. A sense of personal failure that whispers, "You didn't learn enough because you didn't win." But what if the deepest wells of wisdom, the most profound shifts in our understanding, don't actually require a trophy? What if the most potent lessons are not found at the summit, but in the arduous climb, in the missteps, in the moments where our best efforts simply didn't align with the outcome we desired? Think back to a time when something didn't go as planned, a dream job that slipped away, a relationship that gently unraveled, a creative project that never saw the light of day. In those moments, it's easy to feel defeated, to label the experience a loss. But as time softens the edges of that initial disappointment, can you trace the faint lines of what you truly gained? Not what you gewonnen, but what you learned. Perhaps it was a newfound resilience, a surprising strength you didn't know you possessed. Maybe it was a clearer understanding of your own boundaries, your true desires, or even the subtle nuances of another's heart. These aren't the kind of lessons that come with a certificate or a public announcement. They are quiet, internal revolutions, insights whispered only to your own soul. The kind of wisdom that sharpens your intuition, deepens your empathy, and slowly reshapes your entire perspective. This silent education, born from what the world might call not winning, is often far more transformative than any swift, easy victory could ever be. For in winning, we often reinforce what we already know. In the struggle, in the not winning, we are forced to discover what we don't. We are invited to stretch, to adapt, to fundamentally change. Consider the gardener whose prized bloom withers despite their dedicated care. Did they fail? Perhaps by the measure of a perfect flower, yes, but they learned about soil, about light, about the unpredictable whims of nature. They learned patience, perseverance, and perhaps the humble acceptance that some things are simply beyond their control. This learning isn't a consolation prize. It is the essence of growth. It reshapes their approach, deepens their understanding, and ultimately makes them a more attuned, more mindful gardener. The lesson wasn't in producing the perfect bloom, but in the journey of trying, of observing, of adapting. They didn't need to win the Best Flower Award to learn profound truths about life and cultivation. This perspective offers a gentle balm to the weary heart. It liberates us from the relentless need for external validation, from the exhausting pursuit of a perfect scorecard. It invites us to redefine what success truly means. What if true success isn't about the outcome, but about the integrity of our effort, the courage to try, and the willingness to learn from every single experience, regardless of its apparent result? This doesn't mean we stop striving or cease to have aspirations. It simply means that we imbue the Yi process with its own inherent value, acknowledging that every step, every stumble, every detour is a vital part of our unique curriculum. When we can look back at perceived failures and see them not as dead ends, but as intricate pathways of self-discovery, a profound inner healing begins. The sting of past disappointments lessens, replaced by a quiet gratitude for the wisdom gained. We begin to understand that the truest wins are often those intangible shifts within us. A deeper understanding of ourselves, a more compassionate view of others, a stronger sense of our own resilience. These are the treasures we carry forward, shaping who we are, far more than any fleeting external triumph. We become more accepting of our own imperfections, more forgiving of our human journey, knowing that every single experience has served its purpose, teaching us something invaluable. So, as you drift into the quietness of your own mind tonight, perhaps you can allow this truth to settle within you. You don't need to win to learn. The learning is happening all the time, in every breath, in every challenge, in every attempt, whether or not it culminates in a declared victory. Trust that your journey, with all its beautiful complexities and unforeseen turns, is meticulously teaching you exactly what you need to know. Rest in the gentle acceptance that simply showing up, doing your best, and remaining open to the unfolding experience is more than enough. You are learning, you are growing, and that, in itself, is the most profound victory of all.